Thanks very much, everyone. I have to apologize in advance. I'm a German. It's actually the first time I'm reading my stuff in English, so please bear with me. Before I read, I have to explain two German words. One word is Maat, which is a petty officer second class, so basically someone who's taking care of non-commissioned sailors on a navy ship. And the second word is Kommandant, which is basically commander or the captain of a navy ship. So without further ado, here we are, Dublin Bay. The rain is everywhere. It drips from the rigging onto my oilskin with loud pings, runs past my feet and down the sides of the swaying hull, and it circles the ship so that you can see almost nothing. Just grey vapor shrouding the bay and the dark hulk of the mountains barely visible, somewhere behind the beaches. The only thing you hear is the ever-present patter of the rain and the cries of the seagulls gliding through it, and even the seagulls sound miserable. The Maat says the bay where we are anchored is one of the most beautiful in Ireland. This it may be, if you like rain. We are here way too long. I've overheard the commandant mumbling to the chief officer, "Die verdammten Iren, immer zu spät. Bloody Irish, always late." I shuffle away from the railing to peer down into our cargo bay. The dark belly of our ship beneath my feet is swollen with guns, machine guns, dynamite. I've loaded them myself 3 weeks back in the harbour of Warnemünde. The guns are Russian, captured in the Battle of Tannenberg 1914, 2 years ago. It is almost funny thinking that the guns will now be used against our other enemy, the British. I hope the Irish arrive soon, taking all these guns and putting them to good use. Soon, soon. The ship is a good target here in the middle of the bay. No real use for me to keep watch even. They will see us first. Somewhere over the dark mountains behind the bay, there is that old dark city the Maat is always going on about. He has been there 4 or 5 times with the merchant navy before the war, and keeps on talking about going back once we have won the bloody thing. He talks about barges filled to the railing with barrels and barrels full of porter, that dark, cold, bitter beer made deep in the bowls of the brewery upstream, brought down to the harbour by the barges puffing out black smoke while sailing beneath the White Bridge. He talks about the houses on Montreux Square, standing around the square shoulder to shoulder on all 4 sides, like Prussian soldiers with polished boots, staring down at the people passing by. He talks about the smaller, dirtier houses in Night Town, filled with smiling women and tall British soldiers and small, heavy sailors. He talks about pubs filled with singing men and a fire in the hearth that warms you from the outside and glasses filled with whiskey that warms you inside. The Maat was the sort of man who makes you think the movement of foliage might be causing the breeze. And here I am, a 20-year-old volunteer in the Imperial Navy on a secret mission to Ireland, who has not seen a naked woman in his life except on the pictures in the Maat's cabin, and who has not had a beer in 6 weeks. The rain is everywhere. The name of our ship is Libau, but we call it Odd now, which is Norwegian. We all are dressed up as Norwegian sailors. It's a sturdy ship, a fast little wooden steamer. We have managed to dodge all British patrols on the way here, past Norway and up to Iceland, and then south again with not a scratch, despite all the mines. What did scratch us was that storm in the Atlantic. Waves as twice as high as the ship and puking sailors. It takes a lot to make a sailor puke. And then we finally anchored here in this cold and rainy and miserable bay in the west of Ireland, with the scratched Norwegian flag painted on the side of our ship. I blow into my hands and stomp my feet, hoping that I have something to do soon, unloading the guns. I don't think I'll go to the horse when I'm in Dublin. Maybe I can wait a while and take Kate along. Kate will like it, being led around town by her fiancé. I hope it will make up for waiting a year for someone she only kissed twice. The Irish will welcome the Allies with open arms when they have kicked out the British. I will walk down Sackville Street in my blue dress uniform, Kate on my side with the white dress, and the men will dip their hats, and the girls will giggle and the women will smile at the German who brought guns and freedom. I will see the pillars of the General Post Office shining in the sun and pigeons sitting on Nelson's column. If the Irish don't blow the column up, that is. Maybe they will blow it up and put something nice there in place of the old British rider. A German rider, maybe. The rain is everywhere, but it seems to have eased off a bit. I can make out the coast in the distance. The dinghy is ready to bring out the first load of guns to the shore. Only the Irish are missing. Don't they need the guns? There's a lot of activity on the bridge, I can see it from here. A whistle. Have the Irish arrived? There's smoke coming from the thunder. Has the commander given order to go under steam? The ship is turning, and it's turning fast. I have to grip the railing. We are sailing away. The Irish are not coming. There's a grey shape in the water at the mouth of the bay. Is that the British ship?